Hello students, welcome back to Dr. Noor Fizzo Jahan channel, wherein you are exploring the world of business management with Dr. Noor. Today we are here to discuss the part 2 of coordination chapter. So in my previous video I started with coordination. I taught you meaning and principles of effective coordination. Today I am here to teach you the features of coordination, types of coordination, correct, and features, types, and importance of coordination. Those three topics I will be teaching you today. Before I start the part 2 of coordination, let me request you to please share my videos, like my videos, and subscribe to my channel. And please watch all previous videos to learn the subject properly. Yes, let us start with the features or characteristics of coordination. So the first feature of coordination is, as I told you, coordination is linking of activities. For that, arrangement of activities is important. So the first feature of coordination is an orderly arrangement of group effort. So coordination is an orderly arrangement of group effort. Then second one, provides unity of action in pursuit of common purpose. So I'll repeat, the first feature of coordination is it's an orderly arrangement of group effort, like increasing the business of a firm. Who all have to work? Marketing, finance, HR, purchasing department, all of them have to work. So arranging these activities is what is called as coordination. Then providing the unity of action. So all these four people, there should be some unity of action. All these four departments should work towards same goal. So provides unity of action. Third one is unity of action is considered to be the heart of coordination process. The heart of the unity of action. All of them should do the same task, which should result in achievement of overall goal of organization. That is considered as heart of coordination process. So unity of action is considered as heart of coordination process. Then it aims at achieving the common purpose. I told you, I am arranging all activities in one. I am putting all activities under one unity of action. Correct? I am doing all this because my aim is to achieve the common purpose. Correct? A common purpose of the orderly synchronization of the efforts of the subordinates. Then in a process whereby an executive develops an orderly pattern of group effort for accomplishment of the common objectives of enterprise. So that is what is going to happen here. So characteristics of features of coordination. These are the 5 characteristics, students. Please remember. Now let us move on to the next topic, type of coordination. See, the coordination are of 2 types. Type 1 coordination and type 2 coordination. Type 1 coordination means linking. See, coordination simple meaning is linking. Please remember that. So when I link my activities within, it is called as internal coordination. When I link my activities with outside world, then it is called as external coordination. When I link activities between the levels, it is called as type 2 vertical coordination. When I link the activities in the same level, it is called as horizontal coordination. So basically the coordination can be, types of coordination can be broadly classified into 2 categories, type 1, type 2. Type 2 you have internal, external. Type 2 you have vertical and horizontal. Internal coordination, I already explained you students. Coordination among the employees in the same department. Like marketing department, 10 people are there. So bringing a synchronization between them or linking their activities so that the department goals can be achieved. We called it as internal coordination. So wherein coordination among the employees in the same department or section among workers and managers at different levels among branch officers, plant is called internal coordination. External coordination is coordination with the customers. Customers are not in the company, they're outside the company. That is why when I'm connecting my business or linking my business with customers, that is called as external coordination, or government or supplier or any other outside person. If I'm coordinating it, then it is called as external coordination. Internal and external coordination comes under type 1 coordination. Then type 2 coordination, vertical coordination of the activities of the manager, deputy manager, correct, then superintendent and below him vertically from top level to middle level and lower level. If I am connecting all their activities, then it is called as vertical coordination. For example, top level management says that my sales should increase by 20%. That's it. Then middle level manager, the HR manager will concentrate to increase sales by 20%, at least 5 sales people to be appointed. Marketing manager will tell, no, the sales has to increase now. Finance manager said to increase sales, manufacturing should go up. So I have to manufacture so many items. Then finance person will tell I have to arrange so much of fund to manufacture so many units and to pay salaries to so many people. That type of coordination from top level to middle level. The middle level will come and tell sales people to sell this, and sales people will ask telecaller to do calls like this. That coordination is called as vertical coordination. What is horizontal coordination? Horizontal is, I told you, the finance, production between the same level. If I am coordinating the activities, HR, marketing, finance, production, all of them have to work towards the achievement of top level goal. So in the same level, they try to coordinate with themselves. That is called as horizontal coordination. That we call it as type 2 coordination. Hope you are able to understand, students. I taught you 2 topics today. The first one was characteristics of coordination, and second one was type of coordination. Type 1 internal coordination, type 2 correct internal external is type 1, then horizontal and vertical is type 2. Now let me move on to the last topic for today, that is importance of coordination. Why coordination is important in management? I am teaching you principles of management, and why coordination function is important in management. The coordination is important because it expresses the principles of organization. It's a key function. Without this function, all other function will be waste. Planning is done very well, controlling is done very well, but there is no link among the department, then nothing will be achieved. So it is very important. It expresses the principles of organization. It is regarded as the essence of managerial function, and it is the end result of the managerial function. So it is regarded as the essence of managerial function, and it is regarded as the end result of managerial function. What is the end result of managerial function? Achievement of goal. When achievement of goal will happen? When all these people are working properly towards a common goal. As a manager, your job itself is achieving the goal of the organization. In order to do that, it's very important for you to coordinate the activities. Then all department sections, etc. are duly welded into one united and integrated whole, working towards a common goal. That's the beauty of coordination. Does we have unity of direction? Coordination will lead to unity of direction, unity of objective. So coordination tones up general level of employees' morale and job satisfaction. People will really feel happy about it. Yes, I know very well I'm working to this organization. This is my goal, and all of us are working, and my work is coordinated very, very well. I know what I am doing. So that is what is the beauty of coordination. So part 2 of coordination comes to an end here, students, where I have taught you 3 topics: features of coordination, type of coordination, and importance of coordination. We are left with only one topic in coordination, that is various problems involved in coordinating. So that I'll teach you in my next video. So please keep watching my videos. Correct? Wait for my next video. Press the bell button. You get the notification of my videos. Please share my videos, like my videos, and subscribe to my channel. With that note, let me end my today's class. See you in the next class. Take care.